Guys, how's everybody doing with all these solar energies and storms and planetary alignments and portals and uploads, downloads, and upgrades? I've been out of it for 2 days, so just checking on everybody, just paying attention. Who knows what the fuck I'm talking about? And for those of you who don't, hopefully this can encourage you to learn what's going on in the world spiritually. World War III is not with weapons, it's with frequency. And shit is real. So, but it's almost over. The worst part is over. That's what I was wanting to talk about is what we choose to give our attention to. Because whether it's good or bad, it's gonna manifest. It's physics. It's not woo woo. Although spirituality and science do go hand in hand. You might as well focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. And I know that that's easier said than done. I still deal with it myself. We've been conditioned for so long. It's a process. I sometimes find myself feeling like a hypocrite. I read songs and things that I've wrote, and I'm like, it's like I forgot that I wrote it to inspire all of us, not just others, but myself included. And it does make me feel like a hypocrite sometimes. I'm like, damn, if I read my own shit more, that might be more helpful. But I'm sure I can speak for others when I say that we all probably do that in one way or another, whether it's writing or not. But choice to be love in the face of hate, a choice to see things from a higher perspective rather than just our own. Knock off this rigid fucking thinking. I'm struggling with it myself. I grew up in a family full of nothing but rigid thinkers, and it drives me bonkers, and I drive my own self bonkers, so I'm not pointing fingers at anybody in particularly, and I'm pointing out myself. And we don't notice these things until they're pointed out to us sometimes, and it sucks. It's a hard pill to swallow. It is what it is, and it's better to know these things so that we can heal them and transmute them and integrate them and let them forge us into the beautiful diamonds that we are and be better. That's all we can do. It's a gift if you let it be. And don't choose to place yourself in victimhood, which I also used to do. We all do. It's what happens when you don't heal yourself and you let trauma and anger and hate and judgment and whatever else rule you and use you as a puppet. It's the outcome of not healing yourself and doing your shadow work. That's why it's so important. I was in a few different groups that are supposed to be for awakened individuals and was very saddened by the hate. given all of them given in to so much hate about political things and just it's like are we not learning anything? Like it's hard to see others, especially the ones who do such insidious things as our equals and know that we are them and they are us and we are all source expressing itself in different bodies, vessels, even the unlovable people. We're all spirits of the light. They just forgot a little more than we did. And no one's left behind, and we're all catalysts for this. We're all here playing a specific role. So I know that it's hard to forgive, but I also understand now the forgiving's not for them, it's for me. And then I have to also forgive myself, which is sometimes even harder than forgiving the other person, depending on what it is. I forgive because my vibration demands it. I cannot master myself and my emotions otherwise. So we have a choice to choose to stop giving in to all of this political, financial, and whatever bullshit. Yeah, it sucks. It does. But we're going to get through it if we come together and stop being hateful to one another, because that's what they want. And by doing that, you're giving your power away and you're allowing them to siphon your power, your light, your energy. The only power they have. And instead of starving them of it, you're playing right into their hands and helping out that timeline. Is that what you want? It's going to manifest either way. You might as well give your attention to what you want. There's plenty of good things going on in the world. Nobody's talking about them because they're not dramatic. Everyone's addicted to drama. This old system is crumbling, and if you take your face out of your phone long enough, pay attention, you can see what's really going on. All the false narratives that are put out there just to cause fear. It's not real. Well, none of this is real, but you know, you have a choice. Universal law, we all have a choice. Well, it doesn't seem like it sometimes, but we always have a choice. You can choose what you give your attention to in each moment. Choose to see it from a higher perspective and other perspectives other than your own. Choose to be kind. Choose to have faith instead of just damning the whole future and everyone in it 20,000 times a day and then wondering why that manifests in your reality. I used to do it too. I'm not shaming anybody, I'm not judging. was there too. And I still get caught up sometimes and have to, that's not who I choose to be. Until we learn our power and learn to step into our sovereignty, we're going to be stuck in these loops, learning these lessons. I know all about that. I'm stubborn as fuck, apparently. Like I didn't know that. But it is, it is what it is. It's physics. It's the law of the universe. It's how things work. So the worst part is over. This is dust clearing so we can clean it. It's the tower moment. The Dark Elite are cornered animals right now. And what do cornered animals do? They fight back. They know they've lost. But they're not just going to give up and go quietly. So choose what you give your attention to. Choose who you want to be. Be the change you want to see. We all have a choice. Every second, every minute, every day in this eternal moment. We all have a choice. I hope you make good ones. I love you. Good night.